Okay, so I'm just at the. I've made an access point in the vent at the rear of the home. If you're looking at the home from the front, we're about 3 to 4 metres from the left rear corner, and I'm working my way down the vent. It's at the upper level. I'm partly working off a ladder here, so bear with me. I'll try to keep the numbers as lined up and accurate as possible. Okay, so I'm just feeding it through the vertical section of drain here from up on high. Okay. I'll just put the headphones down, actually, they can't reach, and I'll keep you posted as I go through. Okay, so I'm just through, that was the vertical section of drain. I'm through now into the horizontal section. So I'll carry on trying to work through that, and we'll go from there. Okay, it looks like we are holding some water at this point. I'm just going to stop the recording. I'm going to just track further for a quick look. I may need to look at actually clearing the drain first before I can proceed further. Okay, I'm just through here at 2.4 metres approximate. I think there's something I can see further down there. I'm tracking underwater. It looks like there's something about 1 metre down from this point. I'm going to run the jet down and just see if I can get that cleared so I can track further. Okay, I'll just push a little bit further before I jet. Yeah, definitely looks like there is something there nearby, so I'll proceed to jet rod now and get that cleared. I've just cleared the blockage with a jet, but there's still some remnants here. It could be a root intrusion breaking through into the drain. I'm just going to mark this location, and then I'm going to work it further and see if I can clear whatever that is. But first off, as I say, I'll do a locate. Okay, so we're approximately 1.5 metres from the rear of the home. And looking again from the road, we are approximately 300 metres to the left of the disconnected septic tank that's sitting at the rear here of the home. So 300 to the left of that, about 1.5 to the rear. I'll take a photo for your perusal. Okay, before I go back down, excuse the meterage. As I say, I'm working off the ladder, so excuse the meterage. It's not accurate at this point. I'm out of the drain. This is what I've pulled out with the reverse cutter, as you can see there. That was what was in the drain. I'm just going to head back down the drain now. I've jetted the drain numerous times with different cutters, cutting heads to try and clear it. It appears, I believe I've gotten it now, so I'll head back down and see if I can go past that point. Okay, so I'll just work my way back around that bend, and it does look like that it was on a join where that root intrusion had occurred. So I'm just going to work back and then work in, and it looks like it was on this joint here. So as I say, this is under grass next to the septic, the old disconnected septic, so we would need to probably a hand dig. We could excavate that and cut out the root intruded section of pipe. It probably wouldn't hurt possibly even to look at replacing from the base of the stack. We could work our way along and down and replace that entire pipework to this point, but I'll camera further before I comment any further on that. Apologies, it was just a bit of root that had been blasted back. This is the root intruder joint here, which as I say I've already marked out. We've cut out the majority of the roots for now, so I'll continue to work through. Okay, it looks like we have a junction here at approximately 3.7 metres, which probably tracks along from the DT at the rear of the home to the right of the rear door. I'll just mark the location for this. Okay, so this junction is approximately 2.5 metres from the rear of the home, heading toward the back of the property, and 1.5 metres to the right of the left-hand corner of the property, of the house itself, if you're looking from the road. So 1.5 metres in to the right from the left-hand corner of the home, and 2.5 back from the rear of the home. I believe it was probably this blockage here that was causing the issue with both the toilet and the DT. There was toilet paper and remnants of waste that were coming up the DT when I initially cleared this blockage a couple of weeks ago. So I would say this area is likely the culprit. I'll just continue further down, see if I can push past this junction. No, I'm unable to work it around that junction. The junction, it is square as far as I can tell. It's not swept, so it's a bit tricky to get around. But I'll try jetting it first in case there is a root intrusion causing the issue, and then I'll see if I can work further through again. Okay, so I've just worked... Okay, so I've just worked where this junction is, and this is another lot of roots that I pulled out at that junction. I've had to work it a few times to actually be able to retrieve this. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's enough for me to be able to get around that junction and see what's going on the other side. I'll just start working through that now. Okay, I've just worked my way back down. Now, Now this junction is square. Hang on, I'll just move this back a sec, hang on. I managed to get it moving and pull back all those routes. I can't seem to work around this junction though. I did see some remnants of tails actually that had come back up, which I've tried to flush away and work through again. As far as I could tell from looking at the distance that I had tracked from the DT when I cleared this originally, I believe that the main issue is at this junction here. I can't seem to push any further. It may be a case of actually replacing, I would say, at least from the join further back toward the stack. Probably leave the stack alone and the adjoining pipe because it's under concrete. But from the join we could cut in where the root intrusion is, excavate, cut in from that join and replace that section through to that, including that corresponding junction. We could also probably, I would recommend installing an inspection opening somewhere at that point as well, so that we can access the drain more easily and readily, and we could possibly camera further to check past this point. At this stage, I've worked it with the jet numerous times. I've tried to work through the camera. Unfortunately, it's as far as I go, so we'll have to replace and work this section first, as I say, which I believe is the culprit, and then we can assess from there.